If you're looking for a prop firm that has MT5 original license, in-house technology, instant challenges, a got two-step challenge and over $10 million issued out in payouts, a good reward system, and a payout policy that says that if you don't get paid in 2 business days, you get extra $500 and has crypto and stocks available, I'm talking of got funded prop firm. This is the prop firm that I want to give you a review, which is of course unbiased, and we're going to look at it together so that you can be able to understand what I'm talking about, because this prop firm is indeed the greatest of all times. So first things first, people need to understand what is a prop firm. A prop firm ideally is a proprietary firm that gives you money to actually trade with. So in other words, you pay a small fee, get a challenge or get an account, and you get to trade with and of course withdraw real cash with it. So we're going to be looking at the got funded trader prop firm, and I'm going to be giving my unbiased opinion. And first things first, of course, what you have to do is sign up. When you are signing up, you don't have to, put a lot of details. You just have to go put your full name, enter your email, your password, and confirm it, and you will be already in the got funded trader prop firm. So I already have my account and I'm going to log in, and you guys are going to see how seamless it is to actually, operate the got funded trader, because first things first is they have their own technology. You need to understand this. Looking at different prop firms, they do not actually have their own technology. They would borrow technology from different companies, but looking even at the integration of this web app, it's very beautiful and it's very easy to actually use it as a trader. You're going to also realize that there are a little bit of a few categories that you can find on the got funded trader prop firm, where you can either click home or click the new challenge. You go, there is the reward system, there is the withdrawal, there is where you can buy challenge, and there is also the leaderboard where you can actually be able to see how other traders are performing under the got funded trader. For example, you can see we have someone who is on the all-time leaderboard called Moses C, and he has been able to grow his account up to 9,899.86%, and his account size is 1 million. He has a 1 million funded account. So guys, let's go back and see how easy it is to actually get your own challenge. And of course, if you're looking at getting a challenge, I want to let you guys know that you can get it through the link in my description, and you're going to get a very good discount. So when you press new challenge, you're going to see that there are different challenges that of course are available on the got funded trader. We have the 1-step, we have the 2-step, and many other that I'm personally going to explain to you step by step so that you can understand what each of them means and what it comes with. So after pressing that, you're going to see start your got funded journey. So you choose the plan that you want. So let's go, for example, personally, I normally use MT5, but as you can see, you can either use MT5, Trade Locker, Match Trader, and volumetrica effects. But most popular, of course, is the MT5. And this broker, I want to remind you that they have MT5 original license, thanks to the broker that they are using. So as you can see, we have different types of accounts that you can actually, be able to choose your best account in terms of what you want. For example, we have the 1-step account. 1-step account ideally means that you buy the account, pass only one challenge, and after that, you get funded and you can be able to trade. And of course, I want to let you guys know that all these prop firms, there's nowhere you'll ever find a prop firm unless it's a scam that will give you, 0 rules. So all these prop firms have rules that are meant to make you a good disciplined trader. So for example, if you're looking at the step 1, you see that for the first step, the target is ideally only 10%. So if you're getting an account of 100K, you only need to get the account to 110,000 and you've passed the challenge. The daily drawdown limit is actually 4%, so that means the account should not go below 96,000. The maximum 94,000, sorry, and the maximum drawdown is 6%, so it should not go below 96,000. The trading period is no limit, no time limit. We see many other pro firms telling you that you have to trade at least 20 days to pass the challenge, but guess what, guys? Got Funded Trader is telling you that there is no time limit. You're not limited. You're not limited to 1 day. You're not limited to 5 days. You're just told trade as best as you can. You have a leverage of 1:30, and I think that is very beautiful. And of course, for the one step, you also have the GOT account that also has the same daily drawdown limits, has the same maximum drawdown, has no time limit, and has bi-weekly as an add-on demand in terms of rewarding or payouts. You can decide that you want to receive your money bi-weekly. The leverage is 1:30, and the profit split is 80%, and you can actually move it upwards to up to 100 if you just pay a small fee. So what the profit split basically means is that if you make $10,000, for example, on the $100,000 account, you get 8,000, and you split it with the company, they get the 20. But you can actually increase it by paying a very small fee to actually be getting 100% of the payouts. And of course, they are giving different types of payment options. We have the Visa, we have the MasterCard, we have PayPal, we have Bitcoin, American Express, and many more. And as you can also see up there is a code that you can actually use to get 40% off. So if an account is going for $100, for example, or $1,000 per se, you can get it for as low as $600. How cool is that? So let's go and check out the other two-step. For example, these before I go to the two-step, for example, the 100K challenge costs $618, but you can get it for only $371 if you use the link in my description or the code on the screen. So let's go and check the two-step, and I'm also going to explain to you what the two-step means. For the two-step, we have different account sizes. We have 5K, we have 8K, we have 15K, we have 25, we have 50, we have 100K, and we have 150K. So two-step ideally means that opposite to the one step where you only have one challenge to pass, now this time round you only have 2 challenges. So the first challenge has a set of small rules, and then the second one also has its own rules. And once you pass those 2 challenges, you get funded and you can now start trading. But now the cool thing about the two-step is it's actually more affordable as compared to the one step. So looking at the step 1 for the two-step, the first step, you only need an 8% profit, daily drawdown of 4%, maximum drawdown of 10, and then no time limit. I think I love the no time limit aspect because many prop firms trend to restrict traders to actually trading within a certain time frame, but this one, they do not give you any time limit. You can trade as cool as that, and also anytime you just see your setup, because I do understand that there are traders whose setups take a while to actually play out, and if you are in a prop firm that does not allow that, your challenge could expire and you would have eventually lost your money. On the second step, we have the 6% as the profit target. So the first step shows you that the second step shows you that the profit is a little bit lower, and then we also have a 4% drawdown, 10%, and then the leverage is actually higher. It is actually 1 up to 100, and as usual, you get 80% standard payout. That is profit split, and also you can add an add-on of up to 100%. And then the good thing also is that they do allow news trading. They do allow, weekend holding, because we already know that most prop firms do not allow for us to trade news or to hold trades over the weekend. But looking at this, I can say that this is very, very interesting. So for the 5K account, it's going for like only $17 instead of paying for $36. That is, if you use the link in my description or the code on your screen. We have the 8K account going for $34 instead of $56. We have the 15K account going for $59 instead of $98. We have the 25K going for $89 instead of $148. And I think this makes a lot of sense for me as a trader, because imagine just getting a two-step account, 25K, and you just pay $89. And once you pass, you start trading as if you have $25,000. For many traders who are looking for funding options, I would actually tell you guys, go to the GOT funded trader, because discounts here are crazy. The trading conditions are amazing. And for example, let's look at the 50K account. Instead of paying $288, you'll be paying $173. For 100K, instead of paying $438, you'll be paying $263. And also for the 150K, instead of $658, you pay $395. We've not even yet, guys, got into the coolest part of what GOT funded trader actually gives. So I want you guys to stick around, because this is actually getting more interesting. And I want to remind you guys that they have already done over $10 million, issued in payouts. So you don't really have to worry about, if I pass a challenge, will I get my money? Will I get the payouts? Because of course, we also know that there are many pro firms that out here, they are very cheap, very affordable. But now when it comes to the payouts, they tell you have violated this thing, this rule, which was not even there. So I do believe that GOT funded trader, the fact that they've been able to do over $10 million in payouts, you don't really have to worry about your 100K payout, your 200K payout, your 50K, even your $100 payout. You don't really have to worry. And I remind you that they said that if your payout is delayed, you get $500 extra during the pay. So let's go to the 3-step. Of course, we've been able to look at the 1-step. We've been able to look at the 2-step. That is passing 1 step, then getting funded. The second one is passing 2 steps, then getting funded. And now let's look at the 3-step. This is very, very, very interesting. So the 3-step has from 10K account to up to 200,000. So you can imagine, guys, getting $200,000 as a trader who is disciplined, who knows how to trade. If you only target 5% of that, guys, how much is that? Do the maths. It's crazy to even think about it, because it's actually, good money that you cannot be able to make with probably a small account. It would look like a flip. But let's look at the 3-step. So for the 10K account, of course, it's going for $39 instead of $65. The profit target is only 6%. 6% of 10,000, guys, is around $600. You can imagine you have an account of 10K and you're just looking to make $600 to pass step 1. Then step 2 and 3, another 6%. So you're looking at a total of, say, $1,200, and you're already done. For the daily drawdown, we have 4% for step 1 and step 2. Maximum drawdown is 8%. And the coolest thing that I am loving is the fact that they have unlimited trading period. You can trade anyhow, because we have people telling you minimum of 2 trading days, maximum of 3 trading days. But this one is like unlimited. However you trade, you get your money. Okay, they also have the bi-weekly and that is a reward schedule, which can be on demand. We have a leverage of over 1:100, and of course the payout split profit is 80%, which you can actually pay a small fee to get to 100% in such a way that you get all your profits. They allow news trading, they allow weekend holding. And now let's look at the juicy part here, guys. The prizes are the coolest part of this. Look at 10K account for only $39, 15,000 account for only $51, 25K account for only $87 instead of $145. We have 50K account going for only $135. For those in Kenya, you can actually get this 50K account with less than 20K Kenya shillings. This is the coolest thing. 100K account for only $219 instead of $365. And now the 200K account for less than $399. Where will you ever get this? You just have to use the code on the screen or the link in my description, and guys, you get all this in a very interesting, seamless manner. Now let's go to try and look at the most popular one, which is actually the instant account. What the instant account means is the fact that you just buy the account, you start trading, you make money, and you get your payout. It means that there are no challenges that you're going through. There are no specific, challenge that you're being told, get to this time, this percentage, get to here, get to first step, second step, or third step. You're just being told you buy this account, we give it to you, and you start trading. I think this is one of the coolest things that any pro trader would love about this propfirm. So for the 5K account, there is no minimum target. Imagine, guys, no minimum target. Whether you decide to make $50, whether you decide to make $100, whether you decide to make $3,000, there is no minimum target. There is a daily drawdown, though, of 3% and the maximum drawdown of 6%. Trading period, of course, unlimited. The rewards are bi-weekly without the add-on, and the profit split is up to 100 with the add-on, but basically it's 80%. And you can trade news and you can hold your trades over the weekend. I think this is so cool. Let's look at 10K. As usual, no minimum target, 3% daily drawdown, 6% maximum drawdown, and it goes up to $400,000 instant funding. And this is so crazy. You can imagine if you only target 10% per se, which is $40,000, and you've only bought the account for only $1,678 instead of $2,308. You get your account for $1,678. Target 10%, get 40K. Where can you get such a cool offer? Only through the link in description or checking, the code that I've used. So guys, imagine getting funded 400K by only paying $1,678. I think this is pretty cool. And now they also have the special Got Blitz account, which is very interesting. It has just one step. You can get from 2.5K. This is actually, I think, one of the most affordable one. You can be able to get it for $32 only. You get 2,500, and it goes up to 100K, where you get to use one step and pay $431 and start your challenge. And again, guys, if you only target 10% profit, you make 10K, yet you just bought the account for 431. That is like crazy. That is like very interesting. Now, another thing that I want to also talk about is that they allow crypto trading and stock trading. Most propfirms only allow trading of, CFDs alone, but Got Funded actually allows you to be able to trade crypto and stocks, and we're going to be looking at that in a few. So guys, do let me know, first of all, what you think when it comes to Got Funded, because personally I think that this is pretty cool. Now, there is a limited time offer where you just copy this code of fast GFT and you get 50% off. You can imagine I've been telling you about the special offer of 40%, but if you use this fast GFT, you get 50% off. Make sure, guys, to also use the link in my description. And here you can see that there are different platforms that you can trade with. You can trade on TradeLocker, Match Trader, Volumetrica FX, MetaTrader 5, and that is basically why most traders love the GOT funded propfirm. First of all, in funding, you can scale up to $2 million. If you're a good trader, this is something you should not sleep on. Then news trading is allowed, of course. Fast bi-weekly rewards. Fast reward can be on demand. No time limit, no hidden rules. You can check the FAQ for more details. There is no hidden rules. And then we have the reward guarantee, which is in 2 business days. In 2 business days, if they do not reward you in those 2 days, you actually get $500 extra. And the craziest part is you have 100% refundable fees, and also up to 100% in terms of, profit split. And there are many things that you can be able to look at in terms of, the page. Just you can go through it, know how to trade through your phone, through a trader's dashboard, through the PC. And of course, they have lightning fast execution, raw spreads, zero commissions on indices and crypto. And this is one of the coolest propfirms that I've actually seen. In fact, it is the coolest. And I want to tell you guys, if you decide to go the funded way, please pick GOT Funded Trader. Use the link in my description and make sure you use the codes on your screen. We have this code for 40% off. And if you are looking for a bigger percentage, check the fast GFT. Amazing, guys. If this isn't the coolest thing that I've told you this year, you can tell me in the comment section. What do you think about the GOT Funded Trader propfirm? I've been your host, Presenter Ali, and before I leave, I want to remind you that they have MT5 original license, they have in-house technology, they have instant challenges, they have the GOT 2-step challenge. They have been able to pay out over $10 million, so you don't have to worry about your payouts. They have a good, amazing reward system, as you guys have seen. They also have a payout policy that says that if you don't get paid in 2 business days, you get extra $500. They allow crypto trading, they allow stock trading, and I think this, as I said, is the coolest propfirm, and you should definitely try it out. I've been your host, Presenter Ali, and of course, thank you so much, guys, for supporting me every time I do an upload. I'll see you guys in the next video.